It's track reviews.
Hey, everyone. Anthony Fantano here. Internet's busiest music nerd. Hope you're doing well. I'm way sweatier right now than I want to be. Believe me, I am, and I'm unhappy about it. But still, it's time for a track review. Hope everyone is doing good. Want to quickly shout out some of the live dates that I have coming up this August in Massachusetts, in New York, in Connecticut. Hit up the link down below to grab some tickets and hope to see you guys out at these shows again in August. They're coming up pretty soon. All right, just a month away. So, Rico Nasty, brand new song, brand new single out. You guys might have noticed that she is a XXL freshman and that she has been kicking ass in the freestyles, in the ciphers, which I look forward to reviewing very soon once they're all out and everything. But she is also in the midst of all of this press, decided to drop a brand new single, Time Flies. Let's give it a try. As you guys may remember, I enjoyed quite a few songs off of her recent collaborative project with Kenny Beats. The whole thing I thought was kind of brief, didn't really blow me away, but obviously I like quite a bit of Rico Nasty's work, see a lot of great potential in everything she's doing, and just hoping this new single is going to blow me away. So let's give it a try. Let's give it a shot. Rico Nasty, Time Flies, ba-bam, hey! Okay, Time Flies, brand new track from Rico Nasty. My thoughts on it are as follows. I think it's a pretty good song. It's nothing all too different for Rico Nasty, though this is a sound and this is a vibe from her that we don't hear too often. I mean, if you go back into Rico Nasty's discography and you're listening to tracks off of one of her Sugar Trap mixtapes, then you've heard stuff like this before. You've heard that glossy, super auto-tune heavy take on trap music that she's essentially delivering here. It's not something that she indulges in as much as she used to these days, because predominantly the sound that has kind of put her name into pretty much the mainstream and the main hip-hop conversation are those aggressive bangers where she's like really going at the mic with her cigarette voice and just like hitting us with that nasty rasp and, you know, lines about slapping people and so on and so forth. It's not so much tracks like these that she's built her reputation on. And I will say a lot of tracks like these from her past do tend to hit me as very boring and bland and one-dimensional. I did make a note on her recent project with Kenny that going back in this direction with a song like this, she did sound a bit more mature and more interesting approaching a trap song of this type. And I think that's also the case for this new song over here too. The production is pretty great, even though it is a little one-dimensional. I do love the repetitive synth line played throughout it. It sounds like something out of a 90s RPG or like an anime soundtrack or something like that. It's really got kind of this light, bright, digital quality to it that's really sweet, really euphoric. Rico's vocal performance on top, while it is marred a little bit by the auto-tune, it is very expressive. She does move through multiple flows and multiple melodies and different vocal passages, so it doesn't get as redundant as some of her older stuff in this style. And obviously with this track, she's kind of reflecting on her progression, reflecting on her success, reflecting on where she is currently in the music game, in her career. It's not anything lyrically we haven't heard her wax poetic on before, but still it's a pretty catchy personal song from Rico, just kind of generally assessing where she's at right now and what has kind of brought her to this point. So I don't know. Generally, I liked it. I thought it was a good song. I thought it was fun. Maybe not as viral in its potential as, a song like Trust Issues, because, it does not hit as hard. It is not as aggressive. And I feel like that aggression that Rico brings to the table really does kind of light up her potential. I think if she was to really define herself by songs like this, it's going to need to be with tracks that have a hook that just pops a little bit more. I mean, the hook on this one is smooth, it's sweet, it's catchy, but it blends into the rest of the song so seamlessly, it doesn't even feel like that much of a transition when we eventually hit that point. There's not a whole lot of contrast between these portions of the track and the rest of the portions of the track. And structurally, I feel like that Really could have used a bit more improvement. But outside of that, I think it's a fine Rico Nasty song. I think it's a fine Rico Nasty single. And I liked that she was getting a bit more ambitious with her singing voice, I guess, on this track. Again, with that expressiveness, with, I think, going a little bit further in her range on this song than she has on previous tracks. So yeah, time flies. I'm fucking with it. I enjoy it. So those are my thoughts on the track. Over here next to my head is another video that you can check out. Hit that Upworthy link to subscribe to the channel. Anthony Fantano, Rico Nasty, Time Flies Forever.